is the few characteristics of that disease. The cause can be high-fat diet, lack of exercise, obesity, and some others. Some of them are inherited. Diabetes is the disease caused by bad lifestyle. It was considered that diabetes is a disease of too much sugar in the blood. So the conclusion is the sugar is the cause. That's what people thought. But recently it was found out that the problem is not exactly the sugar itself, but the high-fat diet. Let me explain about that. The body has the system to supply the energy the body needs. We eat food, and the food goes to the stomach, and it is digested in the stomach, and then it goes to the intestine. And the broken down food is absorbed into the bloodstream to be carried out into everywhere. Then the blood carries all the nutrients into the whole body accordingly. If we eat wholesome food with lots of fibers and bran, then these fibers work as a cushion or a sponge and absorbs the extra sugars, fats, and other things which may harm the body if it were dumped into the bloodstream at once, same time. Fibers keep them and release them into the bloodstream slowly, so it doesn't harm the body system. But if we eat the food which has no fibers, those are like meat and sugary food, white pastry, all this, processed food. Then, when we eat too much sugary food and fats, these will be dumped into the bloodstream at once because there is no cushion, there's no fibers to absorb them. Then body become panic, so they call out for emergency help to the body system. Then brain orders pancreas to get insulin to put the sugars away. And liver works to put away glucose also by storing them in the liver. Blood sugar, which is a glucose. Blood glucose is the energy source of the body. It's used in the muscle as we move for energy. But unless this sugar or glucose in the blood can be taken into each cell of the body, it cannot be used as an energy source. Cannot be utilized until it is taken to the cell. Each cell has the door. Insulin can push the door and let sugar go into the cell. Then glucose, which is sugar, can be used as the energy. So the key here is sugar, the glucose has to get into the cell. And who helps that? Insulin helps that. So when too much sugar is in the blood, brain orders pancreas to produce more insulin to be sent to put away those extra harmful sugar in the blood into the cell. But in the case of diabetes, they can't produce enough insulin to put them away. So the insulin is supplied in the medication form. It is not good to supply insulin to the borderline diabetic patient. The reason is because the brain learns to receive it routinely and automatically. Then the body says it gives an order to the pancreas not to make any more insulin. We have enough. Because I don't know why, but these people, I don't know where, but they produce lots of insulin and send it to the body, which is, in a form of medication. So body start to quit produce any more insulin. So diabetic condition tends to become worse. Recently, they found out that even when the body has enough insulin in the blood, especially when even received from form of pills or whatever, Still, blood sugar level was too high. Then the reason was found out. The reason was somehow insulin couldn't push the cell door to let sugar, the glucose, get into the cell. It was because insulin receptor on the cell door to answer the insulin was filled up by the fat, and insulin receptor couldn't answer to the insulin to open the door to let them come in to benefit them. Then, if this high fat become the cause of 70% of the insulin receptor to be incapable to answering to the insulin to come in, then it is considered the person as a diabetes patient. As a conclusion, there are 3 conditions to have high blood glucose, high sugar in the blood. 1, when liver cannot put away sugar by restoring them in liver. That's a problem of liver. Okay. Number 2, lack of insulin to put away sugar to the cell, because it is insulin to help sugar to come in to the cell. Number 3, too much fat in the cell to inhibit the insulin receptor to accept the insulin into the cell, to accept the insulin's work to open the cell door and let sugar come into the cell. First good try for borderline diabetic in everybody is to change lifestyle and change the diet completely. Eat natural, fiber-filled, vegetarian, wholesome foods with simple cooking without additional additives and fats. Do an active exercise. Exercise will help and better the condition. And take all the advantage from 8 natural doctors. That is New Start. God has men and means. The set time to favor Zion will soon come. God has provided men and means whereby his work shall be accomplished. He will not leave his people to shame, but will accomplish his work. His work will move just as he has ordained it to move. Our covenant with Christ unites with the majesty of an omnipotent King, the gentleness and tenderness of a care-taking shepherd. Timothy 4:7-9. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Do thy diligence to come shortly unto me.
Ecclesiastes 12:13-14. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13 and 14. God has a purpose for my life, for your life, for every life. Even though we may face crushing hardships, He loves us, and God works mysterious way His wonders to perform. Elizabeth Bunyan. If you want a book of prophecy or to help the cost to send the Bible to Africa, it costs $104 to send 24 Bibles in one box.
Please write to Mieko Namihira, MIEKO NAMIHIRA, P.O. Box
821
791, Vicksburg, VICKSBURG, Mississippi, MS 39182.
Website www.namihira.org. Please print and spell your name very clearly and your address so I can write you back to the right address. Thank you. Check www.3 as number abn.org org. www.amazingfacts.org www.amazingdiscoveries.org www.awr.org. For Children's Bible Study, call 3ABN. Kids Time 800-752-3226 or Your Story Hour 800-987-7879. This has www.yourstoryhour.org for Children's Bible Study.
Thank you for tuning in to this program. Till next time, may God bless you.